Let's talk about business intelligence and business information. So when we talk about any of the company or any of the organization, we need data, information, and intelligence. So all of these three are required in order to make a better decision and a strategy for the business. So what can be a data? So it could be any of the transactions, such as a customer bought something from your organization. So that's a transaction. Let's say you are an e-commerce website such as Amazon and customer bought one of the products from your portal. That's a transaction. That's the data for you. It could be any of the conversation such as a chatbot, any of the ticket raised to the customer support. That could be a data. Then interacting with any of the website, even if the customer hasn't bought anything, he has just searched something over the website, that is also a data or a transaction for us. And hence we can say data is a collection of outcomes from those events that is then recorded in a quantifiable way so businesses can easily review them. So that's the data for us. Coming to the information. Now what that is all about. You see, data is overall black circle in itself. Now if you took out some information from this data and narrate it in a form of a story, that's an information. So in a layman language, bringing data together in a form of a story is what we call as an information. So when this information is brought from the data, it is no longer a data, it's an information. For example, let's say we have a e-commerce site. So how many clients or how many customers are there in the Middle East region or in the America region or in the Asia region? So this is one of an information that we fetched from the data. Another question can be that how long is the sales cycle for a particular product? So it is a seasonal one, is it an annual sales, in which range it falls? So that can also be another question or an information from the data that we have. So answer to all of these type of questions is what create information. So it is when you take data from an event and put it into a narrative, that is called an information, or you can say turning data points into something that informs you about the business is what an information is all about. Coming to the last part, that is intelligence. So it is a step further and it uses information to drive decisions. So herein, instead of just telling a story like we have seen in the information does, intelligence paints a picture of projection. So it tells you where you have to progress in order to grow the business. So questions such as when are the sales less? On which day of the week the sales are less? If they could plan any of the offer and discounts and sales. So this is what the projection is all about, wherein we need to focus more. It's what intelligence tells us. Let's say, is there any festival coming up? So how much inventory we can have as per the data of the past data. This is what intelligence tells us about of the past and what we can do it to improve in future. So it is using information to drive decision and strategy for the business growth is what all intelligence is all about. So these three things are needed for business growth and decision making.